better known as Mr. Motivator for those that don't know. What I would like for each one of you to do on purpose, I want each one of you on purpose. How many of you are a part of the Facebook book? Everybody should be part of the Facebook group, which is our support system. I'm gonna just go over a few things today that's really helped a lot of people. And what I want you to do, I want each one of you to go to your Facebook page now, which is, and go into the group. I want you to go into the group on Facebook, and I want everybody to just type training has started. I'm gonna see exactly, make sure everybody is there. We're taking the communication to a whole nother level this year, because that is what is key. That is where all of your announcements are made. I want you to go to the Facebook group as well, so that you will be able to see some things. All right. And I'm going to also go over there here. All right, there we go. It is so important that you hold on. Oops, that ain't work. All right. Okay. So everybody, okay, I'm stuck. See, this is where I actually get to see. All right, Daryl Payton, Coach Kevin, I just got your notification. Let me see who else again. And this is training, ladies and gentlemen. You're in Super Saturday training. A lot of this is going to be hands-on. That's why it's important for you to be on your training calls. How many of you would like to start a job and not get trained? Anybody would like to start your job and not have any time to go to training? Okay, I think that's important. When you start a brand new business, you just simply spent the money to get involved in the business. Don't you believe that it's important that you literally commit to your training, especially on Saturdays, when you get started? I see a lot of people that get started in the business, and guess what? Don't even know. Don't even know. Oh, let me see if I could go to the training before I get started. Well, how does it work? How do I learn? Before you even get started in a business, you got to know whether you could go to the training and learn the business. Am I making sense? We're going to do some things a little bit differently in 2015. Next level, as y'all know, 2015. All right. So this is so important as far as the Facebook. Now I want everybody to look at the top, and you should see where it says files at the top. Do you see where it says files at the top of where it says creators of wealth? It says files. Everybody should see that. If you're on the creators of wealth Facebook, you should see files. Okay, one person. Okay, it should say files. Okay. All right. In those files, you'll see a number of things that we have actually put up here for your business. Okay. How many of y'all did not know about these files up here? And be honest, if you did not know, it's okay. I didn't even know that they were up here. Okay. So I'm going over these things, and it's important that you also share this with your people that's on Facebook, because most of us, ladies and gentlemen, this is where most people spend their time, and this is where most of the information is actually. Now watch this. Y'all always hear me talk about putting ads on Facebook, on Craigslist, right? You always hear me talk about that. You hear people talking about how they're getting their clear card. How do you get that clear card? how to make your kids a deduction. It's some stuff that I didn't even know was back here. Okay. How to handle objections, how to host a travel party. Like many of you want to know how to do a travel party. How do you do a script for a three-way? Scripts are back here. This is some great information for not only you, but do you think it would be good for your agents as well, or your new business partners? Okay. These are things that's important. You'll hear, okay, yes, yeah, great tools. Thank you, Mickey. Also, where you see the weekly opportunity. I know a lot of people wanted to get their certifications with Disney and Sandals and all of the vendors, right? You want to get your certifications. Well, how do you get there? There's certain sites that you would have to go there to get these particular certifications. And as you can see, we have that as well. Travel agent cruise discounts, vendors website certifications. Okay, so you got to know these types of things in order to be able to take your business to what? The next level. Everybody just type next level. Everybody type next level. Just next level, because that's what's going to happen here in 2015. I'm committed to helping each one of you. As many of you that want to go to the next level, we're here to help you get there. All right, now also in the group, you'll also see, ladies and gentlemen, where we actually post everything. How many of you get the notifications? If you're in the group, you should be getting the notifications of anything that's posted. So if somebody actually joins and we mention them, they join. How many of you like the, let me say this, the camaraderie that's in the room, the recognition that's in the room, the support that's in the room, right? Okay, so with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, how many of you love to see your name being recognized? Like, welcome to the family, welcome to the team, right? Well, ladies and gentlemen, can I say this? We're going to learn how to be more givers, because when we all participate, I always say celebrate the way you want to be celebrated, right? Also, if you are bringing on a new team member, don't you want us to recognize your team member and welcome them into the group and make them feel welcome, make them feel a part of something? Well, guess what, ladies and gentlemen? We all have to do that for each other, right? We can't just do that. I'm going to do it for me, but I'm not going to do it for Judy. Judy. See, that's called selfishness. Okay, and when you learn how to celebrate others, you will be celebrated, right? Yes or yes. That's called what? Gratitude. That's huge when you're building a network marketing business. Gratitude. So again, this room is very important that we also do that. So what I would like to do is recognize some people. First of all, we're going to recognize Miss Tracy Hargrove, who just hit regional on the other day. We're going to recognize Mr. Jamal Mumford, who just hit executive this month. And how many of you actually saw the newsletter? Everybody should have gotten the newsletter. The newsletter, we want to definitely thank Miss Lynn, who actually makes this happen. These newsletters, ladies and gentlemen, are very important as well for the support of the organization. Okay, and I'm gonna just go over the newsletter. Watch this, and this is me basically talking to you. Can I tell you? Let me ask y'all this question: how many of you have actually been in a network marketing company and you were not supported? You did not get this level of support. Literally, when I say, companies say, well, people join you and they leave you, right? How many of you have gotten in a network marketing business and you were more excited about the business than your sponsor was excited, right? Or how many of you have ever gotten into a business and your sponsor left? They quit, but left you there with nobody, right? Well, ladies and gentlemen, the reason why we do these types of things is because this is our way of supporting you. This is our way of communication. Now, y'all know right now we have close to 1,000 people in this group. Can I call everybody on the phone at one time? No, I can't do that, but I can send you information that will definitely help you to build your business. Also, ladies and gentlemen, as you can see, this is where you get recognized. Okay, again, international executive. These are people who hit the executive initiative bonus. Now, how many of y'all did not even know about this bonus, the executive initiative bonus? And I know it's some people that didn't even know about it, right? Well, what is the executive initiative bonus? The executive initiative bonus is basically if you had gotten 3 signups in the month of December, you would receive a bonus. Okay, you would have received a $50 bonus as far as a gift certificate. Okay, a gift certificate. So it's definitely important. So it's important not only when you sign up, but isn't this important as well to actually tell other people, especially your brand new reps? Now watch this, ladies and gentlemen. How many of you are aware of the Top Dog Award that is given out every single month to the person who gets the most signups in the month? The most signups in the month. Now, you know you have some people that really need to make some money really quick, don't they? Right? Well, ladies and gentlemen, do you know the person that signs up the most representatives in the month will make $1,000? Okay? So imagine you signing up 10 people this month, right? Well, 10 times 7, that's 700 plus the first 2 is 100. That's $1,800, and you were able to win first place. That's $1,800 right there. If nobody that you signed up, do y'all see what I'm saying? You're thinking, okay, I'm only going to make $50. I'm going to only make $70. Ladies and gentlemen, that is literally an extra $2,000. Who could use $2,000 extra this month? Okay? But many of us are not setting the goal. Wouldn't that be a nice goal to set this year to get your business started? Like sometimes there's somebody that won and they only signed up 8 people for the month. That's literally, ladies and gentlemen, we're talking about what? We're talking about another $1,800. Is it worth building this business each and every month? Because guess what? The Top Dog Award changes every single month. Okay? Then we have the initiative bonus. Then I know Preston was doing a bonus with the top person in his organization. So for that initiative bonus, we have Mr. Bruce Bailey, National Executive Kathy Clark, National Executive Lorenzo Johnson, National Executive Roger Lillard, and we have Rodney Ward, who also qualified for the initiative bonus. We want to definitely give it up for all our brand new executives: Ken Stevens, Junio Monsier, Katina Kender, Charles Bryant, Richard Gomez, Trevor Clinton, Deborah Reeves. All of these people qualified for executive. Regional executive: Deidre Bass, Jennifer Hart, Gwen Harney. We definitely want to give it up for those folks that qualify for regional. For national: Kathy Clark, Rodney Ward, Dominique Stuckey, Kevin Williams, Michael Saunders. And ladies and gentlemen, it just shows you that we are growing And if you decide that you want your name to be on the list, guess what? You could be in the next newsletter that we are actually putting out on next month. And I'm going to tell you, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, Lorenzo came very close to winning the Top Dog Award. We want to definitely give it up for Lorenzo. He had 7 people in the initiative bonus where he was 1 away from having 6. So that's real good right there. That's good stuff right there. All right, now I'm going to share with you, for some of you that may not know, on your back office is where you will actually see, on your back office is where you will see recognition, and that way you will be able to see who the top dog, what the top dog standings are. Are you following what I'm saying? So right now, the top dog in the company right now as we stand is, we looking at 4. It's only 4 people. Okay, it's only 4 people. That's right now. If the top dog award would go out, the person only had 4 people, ladies and gentlemen, and they would have that person would have made $1,000, and the second runner up would make 500. How many of y'all could use a $500 check? Okay, just an extra 500 this month. So you are literally in the position. We can't say I can't afford anything, can we? Because you are now in control. See, when you wasn't in control and you know your income was limited because you were not in control. Watch this, ladies and gentlemen. Basically, the only reason why you had to wait is because you were not in control. You didn't have any type of income that you were in control over. You had to wait for them to give you the hours. You had to wait for somebody to give you some overtime. You had to wait for your paycheck on Friday. Am I correct in saying that? Well, with this being said, ladies and gentlemen, your income is in your hands. You can make as much money as you want this year. Am I right about that? Yep. Okay. Yep. All right. So that's important. At least set yourself some goals so that you are going towards something. I know some people say, I need rent, I need gas, I need this bill paid. Well, ladies and gentlemen, you sign up 1 or 2 people, that's an extra $200, $150 right there. That'll take care of one of those bills. Yes or yes. And some of you say you need to save some more income. You sign up 1 person. Guess what? Put that money in a savings account. That's $50 or $70 or $90. Some of y'all making $80, $85 per sign up. Okay, so this is so important as we go into 2513. Okay. Okay, also, what else do I want to recognize on here? Okay, starting next week, ladies and gentlemen, we are starting what we call a daily book reading club. A daily book reading club. This will start on next week. All right, and I'm looking at, more than likely on Monday, it'll start at 8 o'clock. Okay, 8 o'clock. Don't just read the easy stuff. You may be entertained by it, but you will never grow from it. Are you following what I'm saying? So we are going to start off, the book is going to be The Residual Millionaire, okay, because I want everybody to be working towards their millionaire status this year. Everybody with me? Everybody is going to work towards their millionaire status. How many of y'all are good for that? Anybody want to start working towards, see, you're building towards your millionaire status. So if you will, everybody go to Amazon and you get that book. The book is only $7.99. How this book reading is going to go is, as we are actually Yes, we will have recommended books. Absolutely. um, what we need to do is the day like Monday. This is basically what's going to start Monday, and not this Monday, the following Monday, which will be. Let me see, the 12th. Okay, the 12th. All right, the 12th. Are y'all with me? Everybody, write that down the 12th. The book club will start on the 12th, 8 o'clock a.m. I mean, shoosh, 9 o'clock a.m. in the morning. 9 o'clock a.m. in the morning. Okay. Nothing mandatory. This is just something that we are. Yeah, that is Eastern time. 9 o'clock Eastern time in the morning. So it might be 8 o'clock for some of you. It may be 7 o'clock for some of you. But hey, this class is going to simply be what we call our personal development. Many of y'all always hear me say you got to read in order to grow, right? We must read together so that we can grow together. It's okay. Let me share something with you. Somebody say, what if you read the book already? Guess what? If you read the book of Psalms again, I guarantee you'll get something else different from it. All right? Because your reading is based on your growth. Am I making sense there? Did anybody catch that? Your reading is based on your growth. So where you are today, you will get something totally different than what you got when you read the book. It's just like the Bible. Some of you can read a scripture today and get something totally different than what you received on that day. All right. So it's important also, ladies and gentlemen, that you participate on these calls. These calls are specifically for, watch this, for who? They're for you. Now, we're going to be doing that call at 9 o'clock, but it is totally up to you if you want to participate. I just believe when you do things in a group, it's a lot easier and it's a lot more fun to do them, because the way we're going to do it is you're going to read the chapter the night before, and then on the call that morning, we're going to break down the chapter. So we're not going to be reading to each other on the call. What it is you're going to read the chapter the night before, and then on the call, we're going to break that particular chapter down that following morning. Everybody with me? Yes or yes? So with that being said, when we do that, everybody will get a different perspective from that call. Now, ladies and gentlemen, when we say you're going to break the call down, you're only going to talk for about 2 to 3 minutes. The call is only going to be the call is only going to be 45 minutes to an hour. 45 minutes to an hour. It all depends on how good the actual call is going. All right. Steve Fisher is the author of that particular book. Okay. It's called The Residual Millionaire. The Residual Millionaire. It's on Amazon, and we will send out an email for that book. It will start on the 12th, and we will give you the information for that book. Oh, okay. And so it will be on the website, Creators of Wealth. Oh, it's only $3.99. Right. That'll work. So I got it for $2.99. Some days it's $7.99, but right now the book is only $4. And you can actually, if you have a cell phone, you can actually download the Kindle to your phone, and you can download the Amazon book to your phone. That way you don't even have to wait for a physical book or anything. Some people, like Kevin, he likes the physical book in the hand. Something about the feel of it or something, I don't know, that turns them on. But anyway, you can download the app to your phone, and once you download that app to your phone, you will be able to read the the book right from your phone. Okay, so even if you're on a call that morning and you didn't miss it, you can download it that morning and we'll be right on top. Most of our books will be downloads right from Amazon that you can actually read to make it convenient for everyone. That way nobody has to go out and buy a book or anything else like that. Are y'all with me? How many of y'all like that? So we're going to do that. I believe that's definitely going to take us to another level. I did this with another team and we grew that team to 230,000 reps, ladies and gentlemen. You know why? Because people were very, very understanding of what they were doing. Most people quit network marketing because they really don't. Yes, Steve Fisher. Most people don't understand what they're involved in, and most people haven't committed to their business. Am I making sense, ladies and gentlemen? If your business only grew literally $100 a month or $50 or 3 people a month, guess what? Your business is growing. If you've been in the business only for 1 or 2 days, your business is growing because your business is growing with you. Am I making sense? If you quit, your business quits. And just because you haven't physically quit doesn't mean you haven't mentally quit. And that's normally when your business quits, because mentally you have not even committed to the process. Was that good? That was enough right there for today's training call. All right. Another call that we are going to implement, is called smiling and dialing. Smiling and dialing. Yep, during these training sessions, we will actually go over how to work with leads, how to talk on the phone, how to market your business. Very, very important that you will hear live calls. Folks are going to have success, and this is basically so you will hear the leader, myself, as I'm doing this call, talking to people on the phone on how to actually create and communicate with them. So you will actually be able to participate on that call. One of the advantages of being on that call, right? One of the advantages of being on that call, because a lot of times when I'm actually speaking to agents, like I might speak to somebody to set it up for an interview, right? Watch this. I may set it up for an interview because most of these leads come in from all states. So if I'm talking to somebody that's from South Carolina, right, and I'm going to say, good afternoon, may I help you? And they're saying, yes, I sent my information. I'm interested in a home-based business. And I'm saying, okay, what I like to do right now is set up a telephone interview with you, and one of our representatives will give you a call. And if I'm not mistaken, based on what I see in the room, if I see Terica and she's from South Carolina, guess who's going to call her for the interview? Terica, because she was on the call. That's going to be the advantages of being on the smiling and dialing calls. So I will be making these calls, speaking to people from all various places. So if I was talking to somebody from Tennessee and I saw, all right, I know Gwen is from Tennessee. So hello, now this time I may have actually gotten a person and I'm now doing their interview, and I might say, okay, according to your interview, you definitely have qualified for the information, right? You have definitely qualified to get more information. So now once that person gets the information, I'm going to say, now I'm going to make sure that you look for an email from Gwen. She's your representative. She's the executive in Tennessee, and she will be sending you information, and she will be your point of contact. Am I making sense right now? Do y'all see how this is going to go? This is going to really help you to go to the next levels, because I'm going to help you build your business. I don't have a problem. I want to see each and every one of you learn this, because when you become a professional at this, you'll see why you'll be able to grow from this. Okay? It's anything. if you do something long enough, you just get better at it. Like when you started driving a car, how many of you was nervous and scared to start driving? But once you started driving, the more you drove, the more comfortable you got. You follow what I'm saying? The more you became comfortable with it. So the smiling and dialing call is going to be at least twice a week. Okay. And I will definitely have those times of calls. They will, most of the time, one will be in the evening and one will be in the daytime. One will be in the evening and one will be in the daytime so that we can be able to make sure that each one of you have an opportunity to be on the call. All right. So now that we have gotten that out of the way, all right, my voice is getting really dry here. So what I want to do now is I'm going to bring up our, what do we want to call her? Administrator. Our administrator. And what she's going to go over, watch this, ladies and gentlemen. She's going to go over our web portal, all right, travel portal. Now, I know a lot of you have gotten in this business, and a lot of you have gotten people who want to book travel and things of that nature. How many of you realize how powerful your portal is? When I say portal, I'm talking about the one that people book travel on. Are you following what I'm saying? The one that people actually books travel on. All right. Why? Because many people say, "Oh, I got somebody that want to book travel." Okay. Where do you send the person when they want to book travel? Okay. Are you following what I'm saying? These things are so important that you are knowing what you have and stop making it so complicated, especially somebody that's brand new. The first thing, oh, I had somebody else, they want to go to Miami. Okay, so what do you do? So what we're going to do is we're going to show that right now so that people can actually see what is going on. First of all, let me do this so you can actually see, and y'all gonna see a whole lot right now. All right. Okay. All right. How many of y'all see the screen? How many of y'all can actually see my screen? All right. And right now, you should see back office. This is where you log in. Everybody with me? This is the screen, because I know many of y'all come here and before you know it, you go right back, you go right to the screen and look at it. So I'm going to bring up Miss Deidre Lynn. Okay, she's going to come and share with you right now a little bit about your travel portal. Okay, all right, hold on. All right, hold up. Wait a minute. I'm just trying to set this up so y'all can actually. This is so cool. All right, here we go. Okay.
Good morning, everyone. Terica, I don't believe the screen can be expanded.
Go for it. I wanted to see how where to get to it from their page. That's why.
But I don't know my password. Oh, okay. And right, I learned something today. All right, good morning, everyone. I know a lot of times in our excitement when we first join and everyone finds out that you're a travel agent, of course, the first thing everybody wants to book a trip. Everyone wants to go somewhere. And I was speaking with someone recently who needed help with booking a trip, and the first thing that I ask is, did you go to your site? Did you send them to your Paycations website? And I know we all have a process, but like one of the first things that I do is I go to my Paycations website. So what I'm going to do, let's say this particular young lady, she asked me about helping her book a trip to New Orleans. So let's type in New Orleans and see what we get here. And let's see, already it's telling us that New Orleans has 100 hotels. Okay, we haven't even put the date in yet. All right, we want to go, let's say, February around Valentine's Day. So we're going to go February the 12th and we're going to come back on the 16th. All right, we need one room, two guests. That's fine. Now, what I love about our site, the first thing for those dates, it's telling you right off the top that there are 41 hotels, which is good. Now, well, let's say your client or the person you're working with, they tell you, oh, well, I want to stay on Bourbon Street or I want to stay in the French Quarter. Well, I know for me, I'm not the best with geography. So, but the good thing about our site is that you can actually, if you come all the way down to the bottom, it says area and it says select neighborhood. So if you click in there and you see right here, it says you can pick a hotel in downtown New Orleans, French Quarter, or near the airport or in the suburbs. So they specifically said that they wanted to go to Bourbon Street and be on the French and be in the French Quarter. So let's select that. Now notice that 41 hotels went to just 17 hotels. So 17 out of the 41 hotels is in the French Quarter. So this particular person also said that their budget is like they want to spend less than $200 a night. So here we're going to go over and use some more filters where under it says price range 15 to 249. Pick that, and it will sort those hotels. Now, the funny thing here is just 4 days ago, I went through this exercise and there was about 5 hotels under $200. And now it's saying that I have no hotels matching. So those hotels obviously got booked. So let's uncheck that one and check the next one. Okay. So now it's only showing 6 hotels. And a lot of times what happens is, you'll ask yourself, well, what do I do now? What I have done, and it can be just as easy, is doing a screen print of this screen, and you can send it to your client just like this and say, hey, I started some looking around and I found 6 hotels in New Orleans, and within your price range. You could just send them a screenshot of this particular page. It doesn't have to be too difficult. I know a lot of times we go on the back office, we start looking at the vendor list, and there are so many different vendors out there. You're scratching your head, you're wondering, like, where do I start next? Or for those of us who may have VAX, access to VAX and our VAX training, or maybe you haven't done your VAX training, you can still book travel. It doesn't have to be difficult, but it can be this easy. The first place you should start is with your own search engine. And there's nothing to say that you can't open up another tab and you can go to Expedia or go to Hot Tickets or Cheap Hotels or different places and do your research. And I know for myself, I open up a tab for my website. I usually open up a tab for VAX, and I'll open up maybe a third tab to see what the person might see if they're looking for themselves on the internet. And I'll give them a good, and I'll give them the information based on that. But at the end of the day, it doesn't have to be difficult. The search engine that we have with all of the filters, if you notice to the left, all of those different areas or categories you can search under. It's very easy. I mean, let's say if somebody says they only want to stay at 4-star hotels. That'll cut down your choice. Okay, we have one 4-star hotel, the Renaissance New Orleans, that's available on Valentine's weekend. That's coming in at $382 per night. So it's that simple. It really, really is. The key thing to planning travel is to first have that conversation with your client and find out what their needs and wants are. And we have a sheet on the back office, I believe it's the client profile. You should fill that out each and every time that you are having these conversations with people. And maybe you might want to invest in getting a little notebook or a binder or something for yourself so you can keep track of this information. And then hopefully as people are coming back to you with coming back to you after they traveled with you before, then you'll have their information in a nice little file. You're actually starting to create a database of people who have come to you for travel. So you'll start to have, folks that you can send a text message out to or a quick email saying that you have specials, you heard that there was a trip in the Bahamas or whatever that may interest them. But again, just using our website and being able to leverage our website is key. It's there for you. If and the best thing too, when you have a chance, why don't you play around on it? Why don't you book a trip for yourself and see how easy it is? Learn your site, and so that way you'll be more confident. I know sometimes myself, if I'm too busy, I'll tell someone to just go to my site, and it's almost like I'm giving them homework. Why don't you go to my site and see what you come up with, and then we'll start there. So in that way, a lot of times people, they want to go places, but they have no idea how much it costs. So, let them do their own research before you start to invest your time and start looking up the trip for them. I just, as I said, I wanted to highlight this because I know quite a few people. I know we know about the site, but how many of us really use it and take the time to use it? It's a wonderful tool, and it's something that you want to get familiar with. And I mean, because it's valuable, and at the end of the day, people use what's valuable to them. And if you know that this site is out here, I know there was a few things that I didn't even realize that the site did. So every time I use it, honestly, I find another little tidbit or another interesting thing on here, and it makes me excited. So take time, learn your site, and that is all I have for you guys this morning. Talk to you next time.
Next level, baby. Next level. That's what I'm talking about right there. All right. How many of y'all got that good stuff, right? That's just good. And guess what, ladies and gentlemen? It is actually right on your website. Okay, so again, when everybody is like, "Oh, I can't do this," it's very simple. Go to your website. Guess what? You can give somebody your website and say, go when you get to my website, just go to book travel. Bam. When they hit book travel, guess what? There go your site. Let them do it. You don't have to go through all of that unnecessary stuff. And now, in the midst of them going to your site, right? Watch this. They might just go and click opportunity. They might just click on the travel club, right? Because this is what gets me. I click on the travel club. Oh, I say, go check the travel club. And then when they go to the member trips, and then when, oh, wait, what? Cancun, $403. Cabo St. Lucas, are these all inclusive? Are you following what we're saying right now, ladies and gentlemen? This is what is so important. Okay, these trips right here is what gets everybody like, how can I go? Oh, you know what? What are you doing tonight? You want to come on the webinar? You ain't gonna believe what you just saw. Okay, condos. Let me go to the condos. This is the prices. What? You mean I could go to the Bahamas for $299? I could go to Cancun for $299? You mean we got all of these are condos? Yes, you can go to Portugal for Thailand for $399, Canada for $299, New Zealand for $399, Palm Springs, California. Oh my God, you talking about I could go here? All this is right here. I don't have to do a whole lot of talking. And ladies and gentlemen, guess what? When people see this stuff, oh my goodness, it's just gonna say, okay, I'm good. I'm good. Let me say, now watch this, ladies and gentlemen. This seems like a very good page to send out. They got member trips, condos, and they can look on online travel and then customized trips. Okay, so it is important that we make sure that we use this stuff. Somebody say Next Level 2015. All right. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, it is so. Let me go. Let me come here. All right, let me go back here. Okay. All right, look at here. Okay. All right, ladies and gentlemen, as we're going into 2015, we want to take your business to a whole nother frontier. Okay, we're talking about big bucks this year. All right. One of the things that we're doing with you this year is we're starting off today with a blitz. Okay, we're starting you off today with a blitz call, which means we are going to have a webinar at 2 o'clock. We are going to have a webinar at 4 o'clock. We are going to have a webinar at 6 o'clock. We are going to have a webinar at 8 o'clock, which means we will be having webinars all day long. Now, how can this work in your favor? How many of you are excited about that? All by yourself. Just watch this. And I'm going to show you why you need to get excited about this. The reason why it's important to get excited about this is because let's just say I put Rochelle on the phone at 2 o'clock, right? Rochelle gets on the call at 2 and she loves what she hears, right? So look, Rochelle decides I'm going to sign up. She is super excited. How many of you were super excited the day that you joined your business? The day that you joined the business, you were probably more excited that day than any other day, right? Excited. So now watch this. How many of you actually was telling somebody about you just joining the business when you got started? You like, oh my God, girl, I'm a travel agent, boom, boom, boom. Because it's just what happens when you're excited. But wouldn't it be nice for Rochelle to get excited? She signs up, and then guess what Rochelle does? She says, I'm going to invite my sister, my mom, my brother, my cousin, my best girlfriend, and everybody to the next call at 4 o'clock, right? So guess what? Rochelle now has 4 people that she wants them to hear about that call, right? Well, guess what? 2 of those people got excited about the business. And what did they do? They got excited. And what are they doing? They're telling what? 2 to 3 other people for the 6 o'clock call. And guess what? Before you look at it, in the first day, first of all, Rochelle had 3 people sign up on her behalf. 3 of her people had people sign up on their behalf. All of them got paid checks. And by 8 o'clock, the call is packed out, ladies and gentlemen. And I want you to see, when you start making a commitment to something like this is when your business will truly explode. Being able to take advantage of webinars like this in one day. One day. See, some of you be like, oh, well, I don't have nobody. Your business has already failed. See, you're failing your business. Not your business is failing, but your mind is the mental block behind all of this. And now you have all of your leaders that are actually going to have the opportunity to share this opportunity with your brand new reps. And I'm going to promise you, ladies and gentlemen, the people who get checks quick are the ones that stay in the game. Because guess what? In that first week, Rochelle's 59.95, she'll never have to pay that again. Why? She had 10 people come in her network the first day. This is how stories are created. This is how businesses go to the next level. This is how you honestly see your biggest financial wave that literally take place in your life, right? Am I making sense right now, ladies and gentlemen? Excitement breeds excitement. Stop telling the story. People are just going to want to be a part of something. The way we'll do these blitz calls are going to be totally different than the way we do our normal calls during the week, because a blitz call is exactly what we say it is. It's a blitz call. It's a blitz call. It's a blitz call. After the call, we're going to do a quick training around right after that call. So the webinar is only going to be about 20 minutes. It's not going to be 40 minutes. It's going to be about 20 minutes. So we're going to hit it, get off, tell them to get their people on the next, explain exactly what I'm explaining to you now. They're going to look, just call, don't even look, just call Terica. Who's your best friend? Just call up on the phone and say, get on this site now. Why? Because we also give away 3-day, 2-night getaways. Yes, we're going to move quickly. Why? Because success loves speed. Success loves speed. All right. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, hopefully you are ready for 2015 to take this by storm. Hopefully you have made a declaration to yourself for 2015. Hopefully you are sick and tired of working for someone else, and you are ready to build your business. See, every day that I work, that I have to go to work for somebody else, that literally lets me know I got to build harder. Every day that I have to wait for somebody else to pay me a check, that means I got to work harder. Every time I look at my check and I saw that somebody else was taking money out of my check before like, ladies and gentlemen, how do you like somebody taking money from you before you're the one that went to work for that every day, and somebody took money out of your check, your hard earning, before you received it? Come on, you get the net side. Listen, all I'm saying, ladies and gentlemen, is we have a wonderful opportunity here. We have a wonderful business model here. We have great leaders here. We have an awesome support system here. We got the tools that you need here. We got meetings that are taking place all around the world. And I'm going to share something with you about that, okay? So, how do you take advantage of events that's taking place? How many of y'all have people who live out of state? How many of y'all have people who actually live out of state? Anybody got people who live out of state? Okay. Um, y'all do? You have people that live out of state? All right. Okay, so everybody, you don't have people. Some people got people that live out in down north side and all that stuff. Uh, Some people got Mexico. Okay. All right. Just about all live out of state. Okay. Let me share something with you right now. I'm gonna go to my page real quick. All right. All right. What I'm doing is I'm actually pulling up some information. Let me do it. It's probably easy for me to do it this way. Okay, here it is. Okay. All right. Now I'm looking at this. I just got this from Ann Jones. January the 16th. January the 16th. Anybody got folks that live in Michigan? In Detroit area. In the Detroit area, okay? We got Detroit. Okay. Anybody got anybody in Milwaukee? Okay. Anybody got anybody in Chicago? Anybody got anybody in Boston? Anybody got anybody in Newark, New Jersey? Anybody got anybody in Maryland? Anybody got somebody in Dallas, Texas? Anybody got anybody in Fort Lauderdale? Anybody got anywhere from Greensboro, North Carolina? Anybody got anybody in Columbia, South Carolina, right? Ladies and gentlemen, there are meetings going there there's a meeting going on in those cities, okay? Uh, what is important, and literally watch this, is it possible that you could put an ad in Craigslist? Is there it's in Detroit. I'll tell you in Detroit. Okay. Is it possible that you could put an ad in Craigslist and invite somebody at the Marriott, January the 16th, the Marriott Northwestern Highway, Southfield, Michigan, 7 o'clock p.m. Okay, to 10 o'clock, 7 p.m. to 10 o'clock. That's in Michigan. But let me ask you this question. Isn't it possible that you could put an ad in Craigslist and say something like this? Company expanding in your area. If you're looking for a new career, watch this, looking for new career. If you're interested in the travel industry, please call and give them your phone number. Please call and give them your phone number for interview. Please call for interview. Did y'all hear what I just said? All I put in there was company expanding in your area. Okay. Or interviews will be done on Saturday. Boom, 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 boom. Right. And looking for a new career, please call and your phone number. When they call, or please call for interview. You set them up a telephone interview, right? And when you set up that telephone interview is just as simply what? Hello, how you doing? I'm interested in, okay, we will be at the what? The Marriott, January the 16th at 7 p.m. for an orientation. You can go there and you will meet with one of our executives. And I know that Ann Jones is the one that's actually doing this particular event. She's our second top money earner in the company. I mean, she's the first female income earner in the company. Wouldn't it be nice to just say, Look for Ann Jones, ask for Ann Jones, and she will give you further instructions. Now, what am I going to do? I am going to call Ann Jones, and I'm going to say to Ann Jones, hey, Ann, listen, I have 3 representatives that I have confirmed that will be meeting with you or speaking with you when they get to can you take care of them for me, please? Are y'all following what I'm saying? We got to thank God for all of the things that are happening around the globe and the leadership that is taking place. This is a very simple, fun, and easy way to build your business, but it will take some consistency, some commitment. And guess what, ladies and gentlemen? It's time to go to the next level. Next level. It's imperative that you speak to your upline on a daily basis. Ann Jones, Gerald, Ann Jones. It is, I just gave it to you, Gerald. Gerald, this event is at the Marriott, okay? Tentative Northwestern Highway, Southfield, Michigan. The Marriott Northwestern Highway, Southfield, Michigan. And I will be posting all of these up so that you can actually know where these events are being taken place. And just because you don't live in Michigan doesn't mean that you cannot build in Michigan. Am I making sense? Yes or yes? That's the beautiful thing about the internet. I hear people always say, well, the people here camp in this neighborhood, they really not interested in things like this. Ladies and gentlemen, it is time to expand ourselves. It is time to open our minds. It is time for us to be the creators that God has made us. Am I making sense? Create your wealth, create your destiny, create create your life, because guess what? Life is what you create it to be. With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, I appreciate each and every one of you today for hanging out and training. It's imperative that we also look at the numbers. We want to make sure all of our people are on these calls. This call has been recorded for your listening pleasure. Okay. Virginia, can I give? Yes, you can, Vicky. Yes, absolutely. So the call was recorded so that way you can actually, for your listening pleasure. And again, I want to thank each and every one of you. I am going to keep the room open. If you have any questions that I can answer, I'm going to cut off the recording, but I will keep the room open. I'm going to hang around. Our first call is at 2 o'clock on today. 2 o'clock on today. You have plenty of time to invite someone to this call. Listen, if there was a way that you could add $5,000 or $10,000 to your bottom line this year, would you like some more information? Yes or no? If there was a way that you could add $5,000 to $10,000 to your bottom line, right, this year, would you like more information? That's the only question that I'm asking, ladies and gentlemen. And guess what? If they say yes, I'm interested in more information, what are you doing today? Can I send you some information today? Like, yes. Guess what? Send them to the webinar. Did I just make sense? I just gave you an easy invite to invite family, friends, and foremost colleagues. Ladies and gentlemen, I must tell you this. This room only seats 100 people. We already have maxed the room out. So guess what? If you don't get in and if your guests don't get on, it's going to be a problem. All right? They won't be able to get in the room. So it's imperative we will be starting on time at 2 o'clock. Daryl, if there was a way that you could generate $5,000 to $10,000 extra a month, would you be interested in more information? All right. Make sure you get in on time. Ladies and gentlemen, I promise you, people will tell you they won't be able to get in the room. You'll get booted out. It'll tell you the room is full, and that will be very embarrassing. So make sure you get your people. I'm not just saying that, I'm telling you from experience. And I can promise you by 8 o'clock, you can best believe the room is going to be maxed out. So don't be telling your people 8 o'clock, which is the last call. You want to get your people on the calls prior to Eastern time. These are Eastern time. Yes. 2, 4, 6, and 8. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's been my plum pleasing pleasure, more than that, a privilege to be your instructor for today. God bless. We'll see you later on the day at 2 o'clock. We got a long day, but it's worth it at the end of the day. I'm excited, and hopefully you are too. Again, I will be sticking around in the room. If you have any questions, just go ahead on and type it, and I will definitely be more than happy to answer those questions for you. All right. Have a great day.